Go.
All right, what is S? It means to be safe. Well, we're gonna come into the class and immediately sit down, ask permission before you get up, and listen to all directions. And say out of staff areas. What is O? Optimistic. What does it mean to be optimistic? So another way of saying that you're optimistic is you're being positive. So you're gonna have a positive attitude. Put in your best effort and be proud of your accomplishments. What is A? Accountable. What does it mean when we are saying we are accountable? We're gonna take responsibility for your own actions. Take ownership over your own learning, mind your own business, and put in your best effort. And the last one, which is super important for all of you, is R, which is being respectful. What does it mean to be respectful? Yes, you're going to treat others how you want to be treated. Anyone else knows what it means to be respectful? Yes, you're going to use appropriate language. Good job. And then you're going to respect classroom materials by using them correctly for school. And all right, so today I'm going to pull up a document where I'm going to show you guys what we're going to be doing today, okay? So the standard for you guys for 6th through 8th grade is you're going to cite several pieces of textual evidence to support analysis of what the text says explicitly, as well as inferences drawn from the text. The lesson that we will be doing today, so this is like an overview just to tell you what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be reading a story, How to Save a Baby Orangutan. We're going to also do vocabulary, exploring text structure, text evidence activity, and exit ticket, the overall of what you guys will be learning today, okay? And then I'm gonna just do a little bit of a recap from the last time that we talked about literal and inferential questions. All right, so remember literal, what was literal questions? It was like that what, when, where questions, right? And inferential, we have to dig a little bit deeper, asking those why questions, all right? So now we are going to be doing vocabulary before we actually go into the actual article. So I'm going to go ahead and pass out the paratext vocabulary, How to Save a Baby Orangutan. So I'm going to go ahead and start passing that out. And you guys are doing a really good job by listening, staying on task, and following directions. So good job. All right, good job. You guys are doing amazing. Over here. All right. So I am going to go ahead and maybe read the first 2 vocabulary words, and then I want you guys you're going to look to your next partner, and you're going to also read those vocabulary words together. All right, so that is what we are going to do. And then once we are done reviewing the vocabulary words, we are going to be doing the back, in the back of your paper, you're going to turn to the back, and we are going to be doing the activity as well, okay? So just follow along with Mrs. Rauch while we start going through this, okay? So the story is called How to Save a Baby Orangutan. The first vocabulary word is deforestation. Deforestation is the act of removing all trees from an area, either by cutting them down or burning them. So think about like there's those people that go out and they cut trees down. That's what deforestation is. So deforestation usually takes place to make way for roads and buildings, to cut down trees, to make paper, or to clear an area from farms, ranches, or mining. So that is what deforestation is. So think about like people that are cutting trees down, or burning them, or taking them away from different roads and buildings. That's what that is. Dispatch. So dispatch is to quickly send someone or something to a specific place for a specific reason. For example, when you have 911 operators, they're dispatched when there's like an emergency or something's going on. They send out dispatch, so they'll send out your police officers or your ambulance and so on, depending on what type of emergency we're dealing with. All right, so I read the first two. So now what I want you guys to do is you're going to turn to your partner, and I want you guys to read the rest of the vocabulary words. We are also going to review it together. I'm going to give you guys about 2 minutes or so to kind of like turn to your partner, read through these vocabulary words, and then we're going to move on with the rest of our lesson and go into our article for today. Does anyone have any questions for me so far? Yes, so you guys have about 2 minutes to go over the vocabulary, and then we are going to move on. All right, so I'm going to actually set up a timer for about 2 minutes, and then you guys are going to, once the timer goes off, we will go ahead and read the rest of the vocabulary words, and we will move on. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, so here's your timer. I want you guys to turn to your partner, and like I said, you are going to be reading the rest of these vocabulary words, and then we're going to discuss them together, and then go ahead and start on our actual activity. All right, and I'm just gonna kind of just walk around, just making sure that everyone's staying focused, paying attention, following those SOAR expectations, and so on. All right, good job. Everyone. You guys are doing an amazing job. So I'm kind of just like rotating around the class, making sure that you guys are doing a really staying focused and following expectations. So once the timer goes off, we will go ahead and continue. If anyone needs help, just let me know. I'm here to support you guys. And then, yeah, so we have about 50 seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and go through the rest of these vocabulary words and then go on to our activity. All right, so the timer is about to go off, and so I am just going to start picking on some of you, like not picking, but like asking some of you by raising your hand, telling me what is the rest of these vocabulary words that we're going through. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. So let me go back to the vocabulary. All right, yes, can you tell me what does it mean when we're talking about ecosystem? Yeah, so an ecosystem is talking about living and non-living things in a particular environment. Good job. All right, can someone tell me what is malnutrition? When we're talking about malnutrition, what are we discussing? Yeah, so nutrition is the act or process of providing body with food to grow and be healthy. So if we do not have the proper food, we are not able to get the proper nutrients. Good job. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just tell you guys what primatologist is. It is it's a member or a researcher that includes, they're studying human apes and monkeys. Basically, that's what primatologist is. If we turn to the back of the page, number 7, can anyone tell me what does it mean when we are saying that someone is stabilized? Yes, so it would be to stop something from quickly changing or getting worse. Good job. And the last one is voracious. It's using the voracious. So in the article, it talks about craving or eating large amounts of food. All right. So good job, guys. You guys are doing an amazing job. We're following those 4 expectations. And now we're actually going to read the article. Now we are not reading the article yet. We are going to do the back of the activity. So we are going to go through each section on page 3, and we are going to go ahead and do this as a whole group. All right.